Okay, we're here to do a review of Black Panther. So let's just cut the music and let's get into it.
Fly. I've seen men build weapons that I couldn't even imagine. I've seen aliens drop from the sky. Yeah. But I have never seen anything like this. How much more are you hiding? Hold up. Let's go. We are home. My son, it is your time. Show me my respect and bow down. You get to decide what kind of king you are going to be. Don't freeze. I never freeze. The revolution will not be televised. Show me my respect and bow down. We own ya. We own ya. We only getting started now. Cause we own ya. Everybody think they know me now. Cause we own ya. You and I'm a homie. Cause we own ya. I waited my entire life for this. The world's gonna start over. I'ma burn it all. What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world. You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. Wakanda forever! The revolution will not be televised. Let's have some fun. The revolution will be live.
Right, so Marvel have released a week ago the trailer for Black Panther, and obviously, as with all trailers, I'm always late to the game. I'm always late to the party. But so I've watched the trailer, so let's get into it. So basically, after Captain America: Civil War, you see that T'Challa, his father, dies in that movie. So in this movie, I understand the brief of the story is T'Challa, I'm trying to pronounce that name and getting it right, he returns back to his home, his kingdom called Wakanda. So he returns home to take his rightful place as king. But of course, of all superhero stories, of all fairy tales, there's always a nemesis standing by. And this nemesis goes by the name of Eric Killmonger, who is actually played by one of the most gorgeous young actors right now, which is Michael B. Jordan. Why he's playing a villain in this movie, I do not understand, but we'll get into that later on. So this is kind of a rite of passage type of movie, you know, to take his rightful place as king, to go through all of these trials that he has to do, but his nemesis actually challenges him for the throne, and with his cohorts. So I understand it that T'Challa basically is going to fight Eric Killmonger, then there's a risk of civil war exploding in the Wakanda kingdom, and obviously Black Panther, the hero, emerges and to save the day and everything else. So in a nutshell, I guess that's the story, but I'm not really a Marvel chick, I'm more of a DC chick, as in comic that is. So I guess that's the storyline, a kind of summary. So get into the trailer itself. So at the start, you know, you get a view into the world of Wakanda, the Hidden Kingdom, where T'Challa comes from. So it's kind of a blend between very futuristic and kind of almost kind of modern type teas with like futuristic trains and kind of military style buses within a very busy, bustling kingdom. Kind of very modern African kingdom. It was nice to see Africa being portrayed this way. But it's kind of a hidden kingdom, that's the thing. because there's one part of the trailer when you see a spaceship kind of gliding through the barriers to get into Wakanda, the Hidden Kingdom. It was kind of giving me kind of Wonder Woman type tease, you know, when they get into the Amazon Kingdom. So that was a bit of, you know, a bit of Wonder Woman a bit there. And so, yeah, so you see it's kind of, as I say, a rite of passage type of movie. The cinematography looks great from what I can see of the trailer. There's great visuals. There's one scene when you see T'Challa walking towards this beautiful tree, and the color, the background is so gorgeous. It actually reminded me of a bit of Avatar, you know, that beautiful tree, and they can speak to their ancestors. Well, it kind of gave me that kind of concept, you know. But on this particular tree in the trailer, you can see that there's panthers. It's like a panther lair kind of thing, where the panthers are resting, and it's almost like he can speak to his ancestors through the tree and through the panthers. I don't know. I'm just surmising. I'm just thinking. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm just trying to predict certain things that I can see from the trailer. The fight scenes, yes, typical of what you get from Marvel. Great fight scenes. You don't really get much of the fight. There's one scene you see him flipping over in this car, and it looks great, but you know, we've kind of seen that before. And what I'm worried about is this movie going to be like the black version of Thor? I need something more than that. I really need something like major, because I'm loving the whole concept with, yes, I say all black cast, loving the fact that the Peters in this movie, Angela Bassett as Queen Ramonda's in this movie, a couple of other famous people as well who I can't just get off the top of my head, but it's a brilliant cast. However, let's get into this. I am not keen on Michael B. Jordan playing the villain. He needs to be playing. Why did they not cast him as Black Panther? I mean, everyone knows Michael B. Jordan. He's absolutely gorgeous. I understand the director is a guy called Ryan Coogler, and he directed, well, he's notorious for Creed. I don't know whether he was a bit too young. Now, I haven't seen Creed, so is it right for me to comment on whether he was the right choice for such a large project, such an important project? I mean, it's the first black superhero type movie, like cast, cinema movie out there ever, I think. And I don't know whether he was the right choice, but we'll soon see. Fingers crossed and everything. So yeah, so you know, I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm worried that it might be just a typical Thor type movie. I need more. I need this to be a major triumph. Even though I am a DC chick, I'm waiting for Justice League. Let's get into that later on. I'm waiting for Justice League. But as for this movie, I'm just hoping, I'm really hoping and praying that it is going to be a triumph. As for the soundtrack, God, I've got things falling all over the place. As for the soundtrack, not too keen. I prefer a kind of, I've forgotten the name, I've forgotten the name of the rapper. But yes, I understand the theme, like, you know, a revolutionary type song for the soundtrack, but I would have preferred a heroic type of song. You know, like, first of all, Superman 1978 was the best soundtrack ever for any superhero movie. But after that, I would say Spider-Man, I think it was the first of the new kind of, what was it called? Right, sorry, I just had to pop out, run some errands, you know how it go. I've got a mark on the top of my head from wearing my cap, but, you know, I digress. Life still continues, even while we're trying to make these videos about trailers and movies and all that good stuff. Yeah, so the trailer, the soundtrack for the movie, Black Panther, is a song by Vince Staples, and it's called Bad Back, or Bag Back. Now, the song reflects racial issues, obviously racial tensions. There's been a lot, sadly, in 2017. And it's also mixed in with halfway through the trailer, it's also mixed in with a song by Jill Scott Harrison, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised. Now, this is a superhero movie. It's a Marvel superhero movie. I want them to keep it light. You know, there's a time, for me personally, there's a time and place for all of these sort of like really important, you know, poignant songs. You know, I was waiting for, you know, Beyonce's Formation to turn up in the trailer as well. I mean, it's like, can we keep it light? Superhero movies should be light and fun, full of humor, to take us away from all the doldrums and the crap that's going on in society today. That's what I want for my superhero movies. As I was trying to say before, like the best superhero theme song is Superman, 1974 version Superman, not really Man of Steel. It's okay, but I mean, the superhero song for Superman is just out of this world. And my second favourite, as I was trying to sing before, is by, damn it, it's gone again. But it's for Spider-Man, the Maguire movie. And I love that song. It just takes you away, you know. And they're watching us, as we all fly away. Oh, love it. Sorry, I'm a crap singer, but that song is everything. I needed a superhero, like a soundtrack theme like that. Just beautiful, magical. Take me away. I want to be on your, you know, your revolution without having to be so obviously revolutionary. You know, there's ways to do it. So yeah, I mean, like Wonder Woman, she had a message at the end that love will conquer all. That was the message at the end of the movie Wonder Woman. This movie, yes, there will be a message. I believe there will be a message about a revolutionary change, about a better people, about a better future. That's what superhero movie is all about. But I don't want it to be kind of masked by rap music. And another thing, sorry, I don't even like today's rap music anyway. If we're talking flipping, you know, back in the day type of rap, like old Jay-Z, like old 50 Cent, like the Masters, like Big Papa and all of those, you know, artists. That's what we're talking about. Not today's rap, which is like kind of, no, not for me at all. So I really didn't appreciate the soundtrack. But as I say, I'm hoping this is a good movie. It's got the visual effects. It's got the, you know, the rite of passage type of, you know, storyline theme, which I guess all new superhero movies will have to have. From Wonder Woman to Thor, they've all got that rite of passage thing. It's kind of like, you know, yes, we've seen it before, different character. I was really hoping that this one will pull through because the all-black cast, because, you know, it is a black director, he is young. I hope that he pulls off this project, I really do. Anyway, I'm going to the cinema to watch this one. I have to pull out all the stops for this one because, you know, but the one, you know, everyone knows that I'm waiting for is Justice League, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. I've heard that, I mean, there was a screening in Japan or China or something like that. Lucky bastards, they got first viewing and they are saying that it is better than Wonder Woman. And if it's better than Wonder Woman, which means it's probably better than most of the Marvel movies out there, because Wonder Woman was the shit. Wonder Woman just basically emulated Superman. I keep on repeating myself, but Superman was the best superhero ever. Sorry, that's hands down. It's not even an argument about it. So if it's better than Wonder Woman, and that was on the same line as I believed it to be as Superman 1978, then I can't wait for this here movie. It better be all that, because man, I'm going to be doing a review with my brother. I am going to drag him. I am going to handcuff him because I need his input, because he's got more opinions than me basically when it comes to movies. I mean, bloody hell, he should have started the vlog like 10 years ago. But we are going to get into it, and I don't care. We're going to sit down and we are going to dissect that movie. Oh, I can't wait. So anyway, that's my review of Black Panther. Let's hope it's going to be a great movie. It needs to be. I need to see a Black Panther 2. I want to see how this character... Anyway, let me not say too much, but let's just give it a thumbs up and let's all just support this movie.